Hello, this is a help video for Math 990, the first reality check. On this one, we are looking for errors. So we have a friend that has solved the problem, and throughout we're going to find different errors the friend did. Now we're not going to, let's just start looking through. So we have our first step. Nothing really happened there. Our next step, it looks like they added 2x to the 7x, but why does that not work? Well, our equal sign is right here, right? And so we are just combining like terms, which means we're not going to change the sign. So error 1, we could say they added 2x instead of just combining like terms. Just to make this video a little quicker, I'm just going to write combining like terms, but I would like you to write it out. Okay, so that's error number 1. Now error number 2, I'm not going to try to fix that and see how the problem should have gone. I'm just going to keep looking at their work as they did it and find the next error. So I'm not going to say, well, that really should have been 5x. No, they got 9x. So we're just going to look at their math and see what's the next error. So I look at this line, 10 plus 9x equals 4x minus 13. So we want to get rid of the 4x. Well, it looks like they add 4x instead of, what should they have done there? Hopefully you're saying they should subtract 4x because they need to do the opposite. So error number 2, oops, I forgot to circle. There's error 1. Error number 2 is right here. They should have subtracted 4x instead of adding 4x because we want to get rid of that term. We want to make it cancel out. Okay, so again, next I'm not saying, well, this really should have been 5x. I'm just going to still go with their work and see if they did it right. So they were trying to solve for x. They subtracted 10 from both sides. That was correct. They're trying to isolate that 13x. Okay, so then they get 13x equals negative 23. That was correct. And then they minus 13. Is that correct? Should they be minusing the 13 on both sides? Well, since it's 13 times x, we want, write this out. Since it's 13 times x, we still want that x to be there. And so we've got to do the opposite. We want it to become a 1 in front of the x. So the way to do that is to divide by 13, which we know their answer was wrong, but in this step, that's what they should have done. We're really just seeing like, how are they understanding the math concepts from step to step? So make sure when you're doing these, just look at their work and look how they did it and find the errors they made in their work, okay? Hopefully that makes sense. And then you have the chance, because it's probably driving you crazy to look through and see them keep working after the errors, because we know that messes the whole problem up. But now you'll have the chance to do the whole problem yourself correctly and get the correct answer, show how it should have been done. I'm going to let you work on number 2, but let's take a look at number 3. I've noticed a few of you have had a hard time with this one. So first let's look. It says Sally drives 7 more hours than Kyle on their vacation. Well, 7 more, what does that mean in math? When it says more, that's really just adding, right? It's not 7 times the hours, it's 7 more hours. So we know whatever Kyle drove, Sally will have driven 7 more hours. Okay. Also, we know when we set up the problem, we have to take into account both what Kyle drove and what Sally drove. So, a couple big hints for you for that problem number 3. Submit this assignment early because you have the chance to view the feedback and then resubmit this assignment. And so make sure you get it submitted before the Module 1 quiz so that you do have some time to fix any errors, ask questions if you're still confused, and then get it resubmitted. Good luck!